white people. I would advocate for the NA though.
The Yeti.
Zach.
I'm Jay.
Halfway through season 1.
Halfway.
Elder Scrolls Oblivion, hardest difficulty. It's stupidly difficult and makes no sense why you get one hit constantly. No.
He's playing it for real. Not being a pleb. Me? I went out to my south.
And the mic drops.
I have no idea.
His
So it was
mic
first
dropped.
weekend and had a really I went out to that. Racist Mike. Just fucking hates Asians. All right. That needs to be in there, by the way. But I went out. I went up to my South Coast Furries. Like we did our bowling event, our monthly bowling event. Got that. That was really fun. A lot of people showed up, and I got a PS4 this weekend. And I've been like burning my life on Star Ocean 5 because RPG Master.
Well, damn. Okay then.
It's because there's no good mods for Oblivion. That don't make the game too easy.
What have I been doing this week? Okay, basically. Other than watching Log Horizon with you,
Anime fan, just like you. You're.
Was it? I've been doing Pokemon Go, the latest craze that hit the world. What?
Why?
But yeah, so.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We'll trigger everybody. They'll get so triggered that they like explode.
You really trying to get them team wars started, huh? Well, goddamn.
Look at Pokemon Go yeah. Jesus Christ. I will.
Oh god.
Here it goes. Alright, so out of I don't know who watches, I probably watch more anime, read more manga, and I probably just in general read, I'm in that aspect of the geek culture probably more than all of you. At this point. I don't know about, Dre. Oh, fucking A. There it goes again. Am I roboting? Yep. Yes, I am a drunk robot.
I was so
Hurrah!
he
No.
so he was just like, oh, I'm into this more than everyone else. I'm just like, well, granted, just throw her on the fact that you're Asian.
Fuck yeah! Yeah, but point is, hey, at least we care about narrative. Meanwhile, it looks at video games, can't do it. But point is, right? So we're gonna battle between Sword Art Online and Dot Hack versus Log Horizon. All right, my perspective is Log Horizon is Master Race, just because quite
Every time he gets to make a point.
literally, it's an adventure, right? What? Fuck, I give up.
Oh, poor Zach. He's just like, I'm done with life. I'm just done.
Um, yeah.
Good God.
So you want my point of view on it now?
Wow.
Basically my view is Dot Hack was basically the series that started it all, so of course it's gonna have its fair share of issues. Besides them trying to throw too much into that one show, which they really couldn't do, um, there really wasn't there wasn't really not much too bad about it overall. I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but at least it started the genre pretty well. And then you have uh SAO, something I'm not that big a fan of because it's one of the most rushed stories I've seen in a while. Just giving you literally what should have been full arcs as half seasons.
I can definitely agree to that one.
And beside, oh yeah, the first arc really should have. But then you have Log Horizon, uh, which is so far at episode 50, and expands upon everything pretty well. I'd
It
say
concentrates more on being about a game and its mechanics on top of still delivering a legitimate character-driven plot,
yeah.
adventure style genre. And
Overall,
Log Horizon specifically, you know, what it concentrated on was that factor. And out of most game anime, I'm roboting again probably. Um, um,
Yeah, we're fine.
what it really banked on compared to like Sword Art Online, which was doing more of the more melodrama or being more trying to be an action based. It concentrated on the actual game elements on top of still trying to induce you into that action and also still get you with the feel of the characters pretty much and lead you somewhere. And due to the recent events happened, the actual author for Log Horizon got thrown in prison for tax evasion. So for those who out there who read the novels like I do and also watch the anime, you're not going to get a continuation anytime soon. Yeah.
I can honestly.
I'm telling you now, I'm telling you now that light novel's rushed. The light novels are even more rushed. They feel more rushed. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Mm.
uh,
That's funny. Yeah,
wait,
but
so
I
their
can definitely
bodies
agree
like
though.
switched? Like now
Yeah.
Dre is that Yeti and oh damn.
Wow.
Okay.
No, but I can definitely agree though that basically it was rushed because it was just like I remember when I first started watching it a few months ago. I'm talking about Sword Art Online, and it was just like I don't know. They just build it up to make you think that it was gonna be one way, and then the story completely went a whole different direction. And I don't know. It was just a little bit like confusing.
It,
Like I mean,
it,
I didn't hate it. I was just like,
oh, the cousin.
right,
Yeah. It's well, I know. I've seen the series and your progressive novels I've already gone through before you even knew about like that. So yeah.
this is no. Mm. Really? You actually had the feels watching SAO?
I did. Oh, I didn't
What
get
is
any feels out of
what
that.
is
Ugh.
wrong with you? Like seriously.
What?
What is wrong with you? I have no feels. Get it to an soon and we're playing house. Oh, really?
No, I believe that. No, for me, I never got.
I do not
I
understand
didn't.
how.
I didn't get any feels from that. If you
I
want the
do
one that I
not.
actually got, I like that was quite literally like 4 episodes forced right into it after like being complete action and trying to be action and dramatic, and then it just drops to that, and that's the rest of the almost 14 episodes. And it
Right.
to me that was what made it off. I did not get feels at all from that. I couldn't
Right.
agree.
Like
I'm
I'm
a
not
different.
trying. Yeah.
3 episodes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just do not see how. Yeah, I just do not see how like you or even like Yeti even like that. I mean, to me, I was just like, to me, that whole scene was just like, the fuck is going on? Like, okay, so
And
we're sitting here now playing how it's like y'all go from being
yeah,
like super serious, being all like, oh, we gotta get out of here, oh, we gotta rescue everybody, we gotta save the world, to now being like, oh, guess what? We're gonna go play house because we're just gonna freaking get in. I'm like, the fuck? I
uh,
don't know. I just didn't feel
I,
shit.
I,
I'm sorry.
I
I
mean,
have no feels. Look, I have no feels to give towards this. Mm-hmm.
and
Mm.
see, well, there,
Mm-hmm.
hold on, hold up. There was a problem with the dot hack sign in Roots. Fucking a. There was a
What was
problem with there was a problem there, right? Well, hold
Yep.
up. There was okay. One, it tried too hard to be psychological, right? And it quite literally tried too hard. That's what it concentrated on mainly, and it failed at it horribly. Like it didn't give me the feels at all doing it because it was too pretentious. As a kid, I loved it, but as a 22-year-old man, no, I didn't like it. Also, you're right. The character development was not it was very like all. It wasn't even character development. It was just all over the place. They introduced characters that quite literally you didn't really care about because you only knew certain things about them, and then you knew everything about them at the end when it really didn't matter. Um,
well, that's
basically. Oh my god. It just was there, and it didn't explain itself.
That's
And I
because
mean-
you're supposed to have background knowledge of the previous series before you
But-
go into it.
And that's to a point the flaw to it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like right there, only people who legitimately like .hack would have actually went through all of them. People who are sitting in like what essentially Shad is doing, or like I don't know, like what we're just Shad's doing. That's like a complete thrown off, because apparently they make it out to be like every .hack is supposed to have its own plot. But if you're forced to go watch everything basically before that to understand any of it, then what's the point? And
Well, you
therefore
don't-
is the flaw.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch everything. You just basically, to get the majority of the story, all you have to do is watch Sign, then Roots. That's all you need to see to have the.
But even then, Sign was even worse than Roots. Roots was no. Now you want anime. You want an anime that quite literally was trying to be literally too psychological. It's called .hack Sign
Yep.
and Supernatural.
But all you have to, for all the information you need from Sign, just watch the last 4 or 5 episodes,
Mm-hmm.
and you get the whole story.
I mean, pretty much it with the rest of it, if we're talking about Sign or like Roots, right? It basically set itself up like a good old like trashy '90s shonen. Not saying I don't like shonen from the '90s. It's just like it quite literally felt like a rushed
I love
'90s
that
shonen.
I just love that description. A trashy '90s shonen.
Yeah, seriously. I had to go that
Actually
far.
pretty good
I'm
summary.
sorry. I just had to say that was a really good description.
And I mean, it's like let's go back to Log Horizon, and remember, you're comparing two animes that are supposed to be plots. Like they're not an adventure style plot. They're quite literally supposed to start and end to a
Mhm.
point. You get what at? Like for instance, you can't like people try to be like, oh, Sword Art is like Log Horizon because there's more than one
No,
season.
it's
No, wait. This is just people on forums. And I argued that point. Log Horizon is quite literally an adventure anime, so it's gonna go on longer than both of them together.
Right.
And the thing is, Log Horizon, right, is gonna hit that point where you'll get to the second season and you might get bored of it because there's parts where it starts to go down and get all lighthearted in the
Politics.
second season. Not politics.
Look,
Politics
look,
is the first season.
No, it's fine.
No, that's
It's fine.
hey,
No,
that
believe
is
it's
the
fine.
life.
Look, I'll say
That
this
is
right
the
now.
li- Oh.
Look, I watch freaking Homestuck, okay? So if I can watch that and be able to get through that, I'm sure I can get through the second season of Log Horizon. And look,
Yeah, wait.
not trying to piss off
What?
Homestuck fans, but
Oh God, Homestuck fans. But
we won't go there.
we won't go there. Oh God.
Oh God.
But
anyway,
going into, because we've been talking about Sword Art and just
look,
um,
not Log Horizon.
not Log Horizon. Log Horizon, you get to a point where it's like you look at like what it is, right? And what you've been seeing in the first season, right? You've been seeing what it does. It banks on that mechanical feel, and okay, what?
No, I'm
I'm gonna get
sorry.
laughed at. I'm just gonna shut up
No.
now. No, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna stop talking,
No, my brother.
bastards.
No, it's fine. My brother just walked in, so. Like
I'm
I had
taking
to
this.
warn her. I was like, "You're on camera, so." So
Like for you look for a legitimate gaming anime, not trying to be supernatural or being like, oh my God, that action romance, right? It quite literally is a anime about or adaptation about a legitimate MMORPG. It actually, you can relate to the mechanics, right? The characters are likable. right? They're not shitty, right? If you want to point out some flaws, the art style and the animation was kind of low, but is kind of like right under medium budget. But I didn't really, for me, I didn't like the opening theme. I didn't think it was cool. It was just like da da bass, da da. You know, it was just that constant. It was, you know, I couldn't. Could I just go listen to some Rage Against the Machine and just listen to that if I wanted to? That's good to me. But I would have to say their actual opening and ending themes for Sword Art, but Yuki since you don't really, I'm not trying to be mean, but I know Yuki Kaji's work from like early 2000s to now. I can't say that the soundtrack itself was actually that good, because to me, I've heard her better work.
Well, yeah, because
so
you're comparing him to like everything else he's
no, that I was talking about Sword Art, by the way. Dot Hack was Yoko Kanno, as I remember, correct? Yeti? Wasn't so Dot Hack Yoko Kanno's work?
Let me double check.
Most of her soundtrack wise? Because that's what I remember seeing in the credits. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
I'm checking it real quick.
Roger. But that's like me going back to looking at Sword Art. Like, I would never go watch that unless I was forced, basically.
Well, to be fair, that's kind of how I am with Dot Hack. Okay, here's the thing. I watched maybe like 2 episodes of Dot Hack, and I'm sorry, I fell asleep. It was so freaking boring. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I can't do this.
I mean, even if you didn't finish it, you have a bunch of people that know about it here. So, and you're right. It's most of the first 2 were like kind of boring as crap. Yeah. But I mean, what Zach said, to be fair, right here, right? What Zach said, it did start the game genre as a whole for anime in general.
I mean, yes, yes, it was
as a kid, you didn't care about that it being too much of a psychological factor. You thought it was cool because unlike other cartoons, you didn't, you were just like, you're like, whoa, this is some like trippy shit as like a freaking 14-year-old or a 12-year-old. I don't know how old any of us were when we were watching it, but I just remember watching it on TV. And I'm just like, I thought it was wonderful, even though now I don't think it's wonderful, Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, but wait a minute, didn't they say that it was a world of no magic though? They did state that. Yeah, Sword Art in one they said.
SAO does have an ability system. It's just never explained.
Also, here's some more on Log Horizon too. If you notice too, is the characters wise, they feel like real people that play a game, not just some we're over dramatic teenagers going crazy. Right, that's the difference between Sword Art and Log Horizon. Log Horizon players in actual story actually are players, unlike Sword Art, which feel like they're just kind of like you don't even get that feel from there. It concentrates on like Kirito, main characters, does not go any further around it, basically.
So what do you need? I had that not my Discord.
Hold on. This is where I told you it's an adventure style anime. It's gonna go longer than you're going to be. It's not gonna end quick.
We'll see.
Wait. They're not gonna get there. And by the end of second season, they're in book. Shit, what book? I hit it in my head. But 12, motherfucking 12. I don't know, but you get to a point where you pretty much at the end of the second season. I'm spoiling it. Spoilers. Put that in the description, right? Pretty much, you get to the point where they have spent all this time not worrying about the real world, trying to adjust to a world that has become real instead of just them being stuck in a game, right? And they at the end of the second season start to actually look forward to trying to find their way back to the real world. The concept of they start thinking about it more. They're not concentrating. They finally get on that path. And I think the author himself was just like, I'm not going to concentrate on that factor because it's already been done. So if it doesn't do that, I'm fine with that. But they're going to start looking forward to it. It's like when you get to the second season, you'll really like what they start fucking introducing. The first half of the second season is just like more build up, and it just keeps adding more information about the world. It also introduces a gang. It also, toward the end, it introduces a gang of people, players that have sided with the AIs and shit like that, or the AIs that have become real, to the enemy, the big main bad guy they introduced earlier in the show, pretty much. So you start to it starts to pick up there. So pretty much until the next, and so look forward to that. Since you're only through like maybe what you said half the first season, or are you done with the first season? So you're on 16.
Yeah, because right now it's kind of like, I mean,
remember it's
yeah, it's very very chill. Like, I mean, we've had like little incidents like here and there, but nothing like too extreme or crazy.
It's a lot of politics in the early episode. It's them establishing, right? So it's very slow, but it starts to basically. Yeah, you're right, but you're starting to see it pick up by episode 16. Like it's been steadily growing, and definitely, and it's them trying to make friend. It's really just the early phase of them trying to make friends with the kingdom across, so they don't get attacked and things like that. So they can live. And the second season is the real, like, it starts getting crazy, and Yeti can shit gets real. Not even the shit gets fucking real.
Look,
oh, what about digital food? Damn it!
I wanted.
Oh my god.
Yes, but no. But honestly, though, I would have to kind of like say that out of like all three, like no offense, Dot Hack, fucking Snooze Fest, but like I would say the strongest one, I will give it to Zach. Yes, Logora is definitely the strongest anime out of all three. I'm sorry. I'm sorry out there to all you SAO fans. Look, to all you SAO fans, sorry, not sorry, but Logora is the strongest. And if you've never seen it, watch it and you will understand it because they actually because let me just say what's the problem for me. Why with SAO? Here was the thing. I was told going into SAO, I was gonna have all the feels. I was gonna feel sad. I was gonna feel bad when characters died. Let me say this: if you're interested in like a character in episode 5, and then they die by the end of episode 5, do you really? I'm not gonna give a fuck, and I'm sorry.
Oh
I did not give a fuck. When people died in SAO, I just did not care, even though knowing that meant that they died in real life. Like I did not care. Like I mean, whatever. I didn't make me care.
There was no build up. There was no build up to the character. Barely. It was just that person that showed up and was like forced.
It's just like, oh, right, because even like the build up to find out that they're trapped in the world, it's just like, oh, hi, we're in the world. Guess what? Now you're trapped. Oh, next episode. Guess what? 2,000 motherfuckers are dead. I'm like, what? What? I'm like, what? No. They did not make me care, and that's the problem. Like, I didn't care when people died. I mean, yes, the story was what it was, but like I said, it just made me think, okay, it's going to be something so much more epic than what it actually was. It was so rushed and just no. And I'm just like, how are you going to implement just like 100-floor system, knowing that y'all are only going to be doing it for like freaking 12 episodes? You know this arc is only 12 episodes. Why even say 100? Why even make it like that? Why even do it like that? No. I know, but they could have hit a lot more. They could have. I know they were gonna hit all 100, Chad. But still, sorry, ramen. Excuse me. But still, but like I said though, but I mean, but they could have look, they only maybe went to like maybe 2 or 3 freaking floors. I say that if they were really no, they could have at least if they actually gave it proper time, they could have hit at least 10 and even maybe 12 floors. I mean, they didn't even go to.
They didn't even go like it failed as an action romance story too because there wasn't enough action. Right, we're just talking about Sword Art, right? Not Gut and Gale, not Sword Art Online 2, right? Sword Art itself, just 1 through 14, the anime adaptation, right? And yeah, I went through and started reading the books, and I've been reading them, and even then, they're still like Log Horizon is like rich in text, and it does the same thing the anime does. The anime was like god tier with the adaptation,
the
but
whole romance in Log Horizon, this is literally how romance goes in Log Horizons. Girl meets boy, girl fans out over boy, done. They're now
done. Wait. Hashtag harem anime, Sword Art Online. Wait, what? Oh, look at he's fighting. Huh?
Thank you. No, because I'm sorry. That was my first problem with freaking Log Horizon was the fact that it's like all the girls are like freaking just like the adult girls, not the little like kid girls. All the adult girls, they are all they're just like fangirling, not in love, fangirling over someone. Everybody, yes, every girl. No, if you think about it, every adult female fangirls over someone. I'm not kidding.
If you think about it, the majority of it is to one guy, which is the guild leader of the guild with all the girls in it.
But still, it's just like, what the?
No, it's so true.
It's
so true.
But Muriel fangirls over Natsu, which is the guardian guy.
Natsugu the tank.
Shiro gets fangirls over by Akatsuki.
Who's 19, who's in college with him by technicality, and then.
Like, really, she's in college.
But I will fight you on that because at least they're in college and not 15-year-old angsty teenagers.
I never said no. That's fine. No, I'm not saying that they can't fangirl. I'm just saying like it was like from the moment that Akatsuki was turned back into a girl, it was like, oh my God, I must serve you, my lord. I love my lord. Oh, my lord is so amazing. My lord is this. My lord is that. But and I'm just like. Girl, you and your my lord.
Hold on. I can counter you there because by technicality, in MMO, like in the Harpian servers in Realm, they're known to be a role-playing server, and who knows? In that world, she could have been. They could by that element of her doing that is showing off the role-playing element of an actual MMO.
Well, no, I know that, but it's not the fact that she's saying my lord. No, I understand it fine. If she wants to speak like that, like saying my lord, my master, that's fine. I'm just saying the whole lovey-dovey and the fact that like, there was no build up to their romance. It was just the fact like,
it was just there.
Oh my God, it's just it's like just shoved in your face. Akatsuki and Shira, bro.
To be fair.
Shoved in your face.
Definitely.
Log Horizon has one. No, it has one.
Fangirling. I said fangirling.
No.
So far, but genre as a harem anime, Zach, which you don't like. The thing is, it is not genred as a harem anime. It is not considered on the actual thing as a harem anime, right? Just because there's love interests too does not count as a harem anime.
I'm not talking about for the main character. I'm talking about for Sojiro Seta,
the guild leader. That's a harem. It does not. He has a harem, but does not make Log Horizon a harem.
I know. I'm just saying there is one there.
There is one in.
Right. But
holy shit, you just made a wonderful point, Shad.
But here's the thing, though. But the relationships in SAO, I can at least understand that a little bit more than what I could with Log Horizon. Because, like I said, the reason why I didn't use the word love and I said fangirl was because one, that's not love, that's fangirl. Like how freaking Bard girl, she just basically is like, oh my god, Akashi, let me just put you in these cute little outfits. I'm like, girl, seriously? And then freaking Akashi always sitting in the background staring at freaking Shiro, just being like, "Oh my god,
To
you
be
must
I'm
be
fair,
gonna
so
stalk
I
you.
amazing."
know.
And
To
then
be
me,
fair,
then wait, then me.
Man, am
Oh
I
my
lying
god,
though?
I want to be just like Shiro, but I
But am I
secretly
lying?
middle school girl that loves a 20 some
But
odd
Zach,
year old.
Zach, am I lying though? Zach, am I literally lying though? Am I lying? Yes, because
But
the
wait,
reason
where you
behind it,
wait. When you get the second season, your view on that will change. That's all I'm gonna say there.
well, no, because no, right, because they're kind of like hinting at it because they started hinting at it at first, like when they introduced the fact that she was a bard and she's dancing, and they actually introduced the whole bard class in itself. And it was
Hmm.
just like, okay, because it's just like, okay, so because I was thinking the same thing that Ramen was thinking, like, okay, are we about to have
No.
like another one? Because I'm just like, no, I'm
Wait.
not trying to, no, because I'm
Hold,
not trying to.
wait. Hold off on the romance talk until you see up to the second season, all of it.
Okay, I would no. The only time I was just
Please,
saying, I was like, no.
because unlike Dot Hack, right? I think we've seen that. We've seen all the sword art, right? At least, some of us have dabbled in the books, kind of thing, or Shad's starting to dabble into the books. You haven't, but you're starting, right? So you're going to go into it. So, but Log Cries and you guys have yet to finish. So, with the romance aspect, let's hold off until like next time this ever gets brought up, and then talk about it again after like we have everything down for the romance element, because you can talk about the rest of it because the Log Horizon in a sense of concept is very straightforward regardless. Um, and theme is very straightforward. So you can still can talk about it not seeing everything. There is a point later on where you really do feel like the actual you know what I was when let's go back to I was I said about how the players in Log Horizon felt like real people than just
Right.
everything dramatic, because like pretty much in the second season you really will get to feel that in a legitimate inspirational speech, but not one of those where it gets all melodramatic for that
Okay, well,
scene.
I have a question though. So, like, do they actually ever, do they actually ever like talk about who they really are outside of the game?
That specifically, there because it's still only in the beginning of its actual fucking book series,
They
right?
haven't gotten to the
As
point.
they
Okay.
haven't got to that point yet, but they will,
Okay.
because that's part of the if you notice part of the show, that is the theme. They foreshadow and hint at that concept. Like them as people are important
Well, yeah, no,
kind of
like I
thing.
know that what was it, Samurai Boy? He's like crippled,
Yeah.
and his sister, is like very protective of him and all that kind of stuff. Like so,
Yeah.
you get little hints and glimpses of who they are, but it's like I was just wondering, like, do they actually like ever actually talk about like,
In
hey,
the
this is who?
first so far in the first two seasons, I really don't want to start spoiling where the books go further. I just want to keep it anime. The thing is in the first two seasons that won't happen yet. Put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much as it goes, as they get into the bigger part, as they learn about more, like pretty much as they learn as well, is that how the gates were shut off too. As
Mm-hmm.
you guys seem, you don't care about spoilers because you'll still enjoy watching it.
Oh no,
Um,
I don't care.
but like they realize in the second season that they have to legitimately travel to other continents to get to the other servers because the world became real. Yo, yeah, like they have yet to go over there because they introduced the crowd in China in the Chinese land of that world, right? At the end of the second season, and they leave you at a fucking cliffhanger. Or for instance, right? They talk about like going into one of they pretty much Shiro wants to change the system. Basically, he goes into this concept of what if he changed the world, and essentially they were trying to due to events they were trying to basically break the barrier where the guardians appear in the second season. So imagine their town being turned into where where fiends can walk into town now, right? So during this long you'll see you'll see more of the details when you watch it. But when you get to the point of like where they go into this deep dungeon, and essentially it goes in that element talking about giant fucking raids, dungeon
Mm-hmm.
raids. it goes into that element. There is a point after, toward the end, where it gets really slow and it's quite literally just following the kids, but you barely get any time with the kids. So you get quite literally them going on a journey adventure. It's like watching side quests, pretty much.
Oh,
so
yeah, no.
when it hits that
That's
slow
fine.
point, don't start like a lot of people are like, oh, this gets boring. I'm like, no, they're showing
No.
off the characters that barely got any screen time that get shown
Honestly,
as like.
Look, I say like right now, as far as like the reason why I say that Log Horizon is literally the top one is because out of the 5 guild members that they have already confirmed to basically be a part of the guild members, because spoilers, I know there's more.
Yeah,
I like all 5. I
there'll
like
be
all
more.
5 of them. I don't care if like we follow the kids because I like the kids. I actually like the kids, honestly. I mean, me
Because
personally,
it
I don't know about
shows.
Robin, but
It's like here's Log Horizon wise. It's like they're not all synced to the same level. They're not at the same level. There's none of that. No, they are still noobs. Straight up, they are noobs. Right? They're still getting trained. They're still trying to rise the level. And some people some people who played the game had just had an account and had barely even played the game and got thrown in the world. Like it was more than just that, you know?
Yeah. Like, no offense, no. Cause you get that sense of feel. What's his name? Rundle. Okay, I'm not even lying. Like, Rundle pisses me off. No, because how? It's just like how.
Oh my god, no, that is good. Oh my god, that pretentious, annoying
Oh my god.
and he has that he has that annoying oh, he was like, I will talk weird like a retard.
Why are you even? And it's so and it's so forced. See, when Akatsuki says like my lord, it doesn't sound forced, but with him, it's so forced, and he's so douchey. See, like I mean, like I know that.
See, Akatsuki will never feel forced because she's a ninja and she's role playing as a ninja mainly. So she's going,
right, but no, but she's a
yes,
way
my
more
lord.
chill. But no, but she's a more chill character. Whereas with freaking Rondo, there is no chill. It's just like he's just in your face, and it's just like, oh my god! And it's like, how are you gonna be a sorcerer and be like, oh, I'm gonna be in the front lines, and I'm just like, are you just that fucking
But,
just?
I mean, he's annoying, but it shows character. Put it that way.
Please tell me, as the story goes on, he becomes less stupid.
No, that doesn't happen.
God damn it!
God damn it! No, that is a good element to the show, though.
Right?
That.
Really?
Oh, that's yeah.
No, honestly, I kind of figured it would be the guild. Was it would be the guild hall because like they kind of stated was that if you own the guild hall, you might as well own Akihabara because Aloha, it's where like everything happens at that point. So I mean, Aloha, really? Aloha? Yeah, I said Akihabara. Really? No, but no. I mean, like, you don't really need the whole entire town. You just need to have the guild hall to pretty much be owning everything. And at first I was saying like, okay, is he doing a weapon maybe? And it's just that the ingredients were gonna. But then I was like, no, they haven't really talked about a weapon. Plus, they don't really go into the whole weapon specifics on the show, or at least not yet. But still, though. Well, yeah, but no.
Yeah,
But then
so
it was just, but then when they got into the whole factor of, oh, it was the guild hall, I said, okay, well, that basically makes sense, and I do agree with you. The fact that he took a little element as far as just like, oh, you got to prepare your own food, and actually made this into like a thing. Like at first, I was just like, okay, where are they going with this? But then I actually did like where they're going, which is why, because I honestly really thoroughly enjoyed it and how they were able to incorporate it with the two kids' storyline, and literally the fact that he pretty much was able to construct this round table meeting as well as saving the kids. It's like you finally get to see Shiro and literally, well, you get a taste of Shiro.
Hold on. Let's point some flaws here with just Shiro as a character, right?
Mm-hmm.
He actually I will bash on Kirito as a generic paladin based character or stereotypical DPS, but I want to say Shiro is the stereotypical, like, I am like an ultimate, tactician / I am support class.
Mm.
Like in itself, he is a character that concentrates around that, and I will have to say to be fair to Sword Art, right? That's where he's generic. You want that?
Yeah.
I do think it's funny, going back to a pro with his thing. I like his nickname, the Devil in his glasses. The Devil in the glasses. But
so menacing.
But if you look at his character background, he was part of the best group
Yeah.
in the game.
They were just
prior
friends.
to this
That's all they
happening.
were.
Him and his friends were pretty much the best players.
Yeah.
So at least his backstory makes sense.
It's not just like I am a badass somehow all of a sudden.
Right, like
in
how
a second.
Kirito was just like a
Oh my god!
badass. What's up? Yo,
At the end, at the
Because
end of the
his
first
background
season, at the
isn't
end of the first season, it isn't explained, and all of a sudden he's a badass. And oh wait, he breaks the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, Kirito's.
Kirito at the
backstory
end
isn't
against Heathcliff?
explained.
Oh, okay. We had two different concepts then.
It was okay. Basically, this is what happened. He was somehow able to willpower a machine to not kill him, and then Asuna was saved by Heathcliff, which in turn your will overpowering a machine's coding really doesn't make much sense. Yes, but Yui had no control at that
Do you
point.
see how much bullshit that really is, though?
Like Yui literally couldn't
Like,
do anything. She wasn't part
I
of the
will even
machine.
admit to how much bullshit that is.
Where are you going to put me, thing?
The World from Dot Hack. Diamond Venus, yeah, that is bullshit.
Yeah. Yes, but at least that has an explanation to it. It's not just this is the point I'm making though. It's just like you're able to overpower a machine that's made to kill you, which in essence makes no sense. The fetus wasn't explained, but if you do any research into it, and pretty much anyone who watches a show and doesn't watch it, doesn't understand something, and doesn't look it up, it's kind of on them. At least that hadn't.
But wait. This is a game. This is an anime. It's supposed to be a plot. It's supposed to have a character-driven plot. It's not, it's not a game. It's not a mechanical thing, right? It's less mechanical, more creative.
Name one anime that literally you have no questions about after it was done. Name
Can it be ongoing?
No, because we're talking about 3 that are essentially finished. For the most part.
Okay. So name an anime where I didn't have any questions when I was done. That barely had any questions.
That
Fullmetal
had
Alchemist.
no like
Brotherhood adaptation, right? The second adaptations, right? Also the manga plot, right? I had no questions on that. I had a few, but were they big questions? They weren't big because they most of it was already foreshadowed and explained. All the important part, even some of the small shit that you'd even think. That is where I had barely any questions, and I didn't bother to go look up because she didn't foreclose those so-called look up anyways. So, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. There you go. Well, he said they can't be ongoing.
Because it has to be a story that's contained within itself at this point, where it's not like any major things are going to happen.
But that's already going to be in the plot, so you don't have to worry about that anyways. So, yeah, so therefore, like, I mean, most of the time with an anime, like, that's where people start pointing out flaws is when there's a bunch of questions left unanswered, and then they either you go read them, you don't, that's where you might go research. But with dot hack specifically, there was a good bit of like, I couldn't be like, I tried to go, you, as if you were watching it from like a Shad's point of perspective, right? You really don't get it.
Right.
What the fuck? Now,
Yeah. I thought it was Hussein or something.
I'm an emo kid.
No.
Just want to be alone. Let me cut myself. I'm a door. That's all. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Well, okay. Well, damn. Just, I mean,
hey Zach,
Hmm.
is what's happening in your brain the end of Evangelion happening right now? The third impact, is it happening, Zach?
No.
Or Yeti? Oh.
no. It's
Damn it.
just like-
No, that's
But
right.
no, that's actually a good point because that's one of the probably the most famous shows ever, and that's a show everyone has to look up stuff for because they're like,
Aha.
that makes no sense.
That makes no sense. It's even Neon Genesis Evangelion is a show that you have to quite literally look. If you don't know religious symbols, right, you really have to go look up that. You also
Whoa.
have to go find basic science definitions on top of science fiction theories. Yeah, he does have a point on that one. That one you quite literally have to do like Wikipedia searches, you Google everywhere, and watch it like 8 times to really get it. Like, or
one of the
attempt to try
things
to
I
understand
do
it.
have to say about dot hack is it purposely the original dot hack sign up until the end it purposely fed you misinformation to build up a sense of, oh god,
Ooh.
this is really what's going on.
From that perspective, holy shit, you went that far.
Well, no, that's literally what the
Yeah,
video is
no,
meant to do for that.
and yeah, it's still confusing, and I still say that's a flaw. But Yeti's perspective right there actually does make sense in what they were trying to go for. But
And
was the
even-
X? Yeah,
Yeah,
if
but-
entertainment. Well, wait. But Shad, that at the same time is very preferential. What you just said right there, and very balanced. Because like just regardless with that, like someone who likes psychological anime that's actually still kind of still like very little, right? Could have loved that for the sake that it tried to be less about the actual game mechanics and things like that, and was more trying to make your mind trip. That is one of the appeals. Pretty much. Mind triple. No. No, I didn't because I don't have.
Nope.
Mm.
But yeah, it's
That sounds
lot
like
of-
something's fine.
a lot of dot hack is just a bunch of at the time trial and error that needed to be done by someone, and they just happened to be the person to do it. Or it just happened to be the show that tried multiple things at once. But that's still all in hindsight.
I mean, what Sword Art did good was that it was A-1 Studios. I call them A1 Steak Sauce Studios. Essentially, they did actually a really good job on the character design and the actual animation itself. Like, we're going in another element. If you're comparing log cries and animation or to dot hack, right? Sword Art won in that element. Also, once again, right, for opening and ending themes, Sword Art also one on the actual legitimate good singers in their openings, openings and endings. Like I was not, no offense, I read the lyrics to the ending to Log Horizon. I did not get any feels from it, for me personally. But I would have to say Sword Art did a good job on the opening and ending theme music. Not necessarily soundtrack, but that was another one plus of it, of, you know, Sword Art being its good elements.
Wait.
It had.
You're supposed to get feel.
Oh.
You're supposed to get feels from openings and closings.
Huh?
You're supposed to get feels from that, from opening and closings.
Yeah. Sometimes no, we're talking about the impact of the actual song. Like, was it that great? Was it sung that great? Was the lyrics wonderful? You know, I go further. Like, that's how far I go. Dre. Seriously, I go that far. Yeah, and I mean with anime specifically, unlike Western cartoons, right? Not trying to say I don't like Western cartoons. Like anime is like, to me, like they're like legitimate TV series pretty much over there at this point, and they bank on the soundtrack is what makes like these kind of animes alive, basically.
Right.
Or like that opening theme that you remember where you're like, you go down the road and you're like, da 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 da, you know, Attack on Titan right there, you know, the catch, you know, those kind of things where it's catchy and.
I know. I see what you're saying. It's just that, like, for me, like with animes, I don't know. Like, opening and closings is not like something that I normally really tend to look for. I mean, maybe I'm just weird.
Oh, oh my God! But
Really?
to some, but I One Piece openings are inspirational.
No, the
I'll put them
only
that.
One Piece opening that I know is the very first one because it's a rap.
Geico.
That is literally the only one of the ones that I know. And then,
But I get.
Pokemon,
I get that, but when you have someone who basically, I don't game as much as these guys. I actually turned into a filthy casual, like how we're all filthy casuals in different elements. Us three, me, Yeti, and Shad, basically. Pretty much like when you're an anime fan, you know, manga, comic book, and like and you read books, right? That element you have a different perspective on. You know, like less of, you know, you're more about what actually happens in the center plot, right? As I've noticed with gaming, they don't care as much for the music wise if you're like a core gamer and stuff like that. But for someone like me who likes, you know, I'm very creative and I also just love music too as well, so that banks on that as well. So pretty much for me, when I'm looking at anime, right, and they bring in like big orchestras for some of these animes. They don't bring in some small like, you know, we're a small studio. No, they bring in like big like names like Yuki Kaji or Yoko Kanno, things like that, who have done work past anime. You know, who are known to be good composers or a symphony band, you know, things like that. So when they bring in music, it's a different tier of music. Not saying games don't have good music. I'm just saying that when they bring in music, it's like they just paid $3 million for this orchestra to show up and, you know, do the soundtrack for the anime.
You can
And
tell
so
some of these animes, it's just like
it's like
the music
so.
is just like, oh god.
So sometimes that, you know, because of that, that's why I include the music if I'm looking at good pros and cons of, you know, an anime specifically, just anime mainly.
No, it's understandable. Well, you look at every single little aspect of it, which is perfectly fine. So
And no, but I see, I got that, and I see your perspective as well. So
right, I look more towards just like story, because like I don't know, it's like maybe I'm just like not into music as much or something like that. No, because I look more towards, I look at character development and story, and like, okay, like you could, because I look at it like this: a story can be told properly. It's just that a story can be told well. Like, anything can be made into a story. Basically, even us being who we are, we can literally be like a story. Okay. But
yes,
but how
we are a slice of life anime.
But here's my question, though. Here's the question I pose to you: how are you going to tell it? How are you going to develop it? How are you going to make the characters? Because to me, that is the biggest crucial part of a show. I mean,
and I can't deny that because I still.
That's where I look. The music is like, it's like the bells and whistles of it. But the biggest thing I always will look for is how you develop these characters. Oh no, it's like the background. No, like I said, that's why I said the bells and the whistles is because the fact that it's the okay. I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm saying it in the wrong way. I'm saying it's like it's secondary. That's what I'm saying. It's secondary.
Yeah, no. I understand from your perspective, your objective is still character and plot. And let me say this, literally, I am with you right there because I just look at everything, and which you have already said, and we all know this.
Yes.
It's just like, oh god, that would be shit. I couldn't do it. I just no. It'd be like dubbing. Like you're just like at that point, you'd be like, I'm gonna start dubbing over this.
Druid sandstorm everywhere. For this, I would have to say that each one it depends on when you watched it and what your tastes are for certain shows. Like, I'm always gonna defend .hack because it is something from its time, and it's very obvious that it is.
It's the origins, basically.
But that being said, there are newer series of .hack that aren't that bad.
Mm.
And not all of them share the same
Well, with the
issue.
newer ones, they didn't have the same director come back. They had somebody else direct it, so it actually wasn't. And as I remember, it wasn't Studio B Train doing it. So
essentially, what my thoughts are is, if you want to try it, .hack's not a bad choice. The older ones, if you like decent psychological, I wouldn't say thriller, but psychological adventure style stuff, .hack's a good choice. If you want just essentially pure action with not the greatest story, I would say Sao. If you want good action, good story, and a non-rushed plot, Log Horizon is what I would choose. So that's what my thoughts are on this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Basically, what I have to say is I'm kind of like with Zach. Basically, well, first of all, except for the whole Log Horizon, sorry, Dog Hack. No offense, Dog Hack. Snooze, fucking fast. Sorry. Okay, but no. But basically, like I said, if you're not really looking for like story, but you're looking for action, go for Sao. If you're looking for an actual like story that's laid out well, I definitely say Log Horizon, but I would definitely say check both. Because because people who say either the same, I'm sorry, they're not. They never will be. And if you say it, then you suck. So you suck.
Kill yourself.
That really I could have really taken that really left field, but I will not.
all right, so I can't out of all both of them, Sword Art or .hack. I'm sorry. I'm like, go and watch them, have fun if that's your cup of tea. But I'm sorry, go watch Log Horizon and watch the quality of a game genre refined. I had to pick the bias side because because
you want that quality, son.
I want that quality. I don't want low tier, mid tier. I want high tier. 4chan speak. Sorry. Oh hell yeah. I would agree. I would agree with Yeti because it actually started and ended and it went somewhere and you actually got feels with Asuna as a character. I'm not even kidding you.
Really?
That's like
Really?
no, that's the first time I'm not like major feels, Dre. Not major feels. It was like the first time it even occurred to me in the series where I got somewhat heartfelt. But did I like get like fucking like angel beat feels and shit like that? No.
Oh no.
No.
No, it's like like have like an upset stomach kind of feels. Like,
Yeah, there you go. Like, it upset stomach, but like it was somewhat heartfelt in Sword Art Online 2. But we're not talking about that. We'll let them make another episode of that.
Anyways.
Of going through Gun Gale and Sword Art Online 2 or ALO, you know.
Anyways. So, yeah, last thing to say is, I really like that sale. Like I said, Log Horizon is great. I will end up watching the last bit of all of it. I just have to. I have a lot of stuff I gotta watch right now for the podcast. So yeah. Anyways, it's been great talking to y'all. This has been Ramen Yeti, Zach, Dre, and we will talk to you next week. Next week's video is going to be gaming video about gaming. We're going to chat about Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and Fallout New Vegas. I got to play Fallout 4 at least a little bit more this week. But yeah, that'll be a real fun one. And then our anime one that we're doing, that'll come out the 1st of August. That one's going to be Avatar: Last Airbender, Legend of Korra. We're just going to sit there talking about both of those. And for some reason, my Skype corrected it whenever I typed it out to y'all, and it says Legend of Korea. So...
Legend of Korea!
The Legend of Korea, y'all!
Oh, shit.
The Legend of Korea. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much flack for that. Alright. Good talking to y'all. I'm hoping y'all come back and watch next week for Fallout 4 and Fallout 3 and New Vegas and all that shiznit. Alright.
Shiznit.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Asian, so calm down.
Oh, fuck you.